Hey patrons, how's it going? This is Big Lair here, Jack's Private Coffee Corner. Let's see, it's the 16th of December. Wow, we're getting closer to Christmas, huh? The 16th, it's a Monday. It's getting a little colder here in Japan, which is okay with me. I recently went to the dentist. Yeah, that was last Friday. I went to the dentist. I went there in a short sleeve shirt. And the dentist and his staff all said to me, "Wow, how can you walk around in a short sleeve shirt in this weather?" And I said, well, it's not cold yet. You know, it's a little refreshing, I think, having that cold wind on your face, but it's not cold yet. And then my dentist, who's known me for about 15 years, he said, "You've been in Japan all this time. Wait, you're in Malaysia. It's a hot place. Haven't you gotten used to the heat in these two countries?" And I said, nope. So for whatever reason, you know, growing up in Wisconsin, that has stuck with me my whole life. I'm strong for the cold, and I prefer that over the heat, actually. I don't mind the heat, but, you know, if it gets to be around, 90 something and the humidity's real high like it was in Malaysia, oh man, the humidity could be, let me enunciate that a little bit better, could be around, 90, 95%. That's not fun. Same thing in Japan. Very high humidity. It's just so muggy, And even Wisconsin, where I'm from, in the summertime it gets in the 90s and the humidity is very high, very high. I do not enjoy that kind of heat. But anyway, yeah, so enjoying the cold weather here. I do find it very refreshing. I remember being in Malaysia for 7 years straight. I just sweat every single day, and I think it kind of messed me up a little bit physically, because after I moved back to Japan from Malaysia, I was getting up at night, every couple hours to go to urinate, to go to the bathroom, and I was thinking, what's wrong with me? I've never done this before. But then I realized, yeah, for the last 7 years, I was sweating just 24 hours a day. And now I'm in a place where I'm not sweating. So my body is still probably in that, cycle of just thinking it's got all of this water that it has to, it was used to sweating this water out. Now it's not, so it has nowhere to go. So now you just have to get it out a different way. And that lasted for about a year at night, waking up, and then once that went away, now I just wake up for whatever reason every couple hours, 2 to 3 hours. It's quite annoying. The weird thing is that I don't feel tired when I get up in the morning. It's almost like I've had these little naps, 2 to 3 hour naps, and I wake up and feel okay, and then go back to sleep, and then I'll wake up at, 6:30 or whenever I usually get up. Yeah, usually 6:30. On the weekends, it might be 7. Ooh, I sleep until 7. So anyway, yeah. So I would prefer a place that's either has warmth, warm temperatures without humidity, or some place that gets a little chilly once in a while. That'd be nice. Okay. So this is our daily crypto update. What's going on? Well, if you remember, about the only thing interesting going on last Friday, as I look at last Friday's numbers, was Tezos was at $1.72 when I put the numbers in this spreadsheet, and it was up almost 10% on Friday from Thursday. Let's see, Veritasium was up 7%. That was $12.40. And over the weekend, one more time, Tezos went up to about $1.84, I think. I usually talk to you guys about how when the numbers are just right for trading, when I seem to hit my target prices, I'm always on a train or I'm working, and I'm not able to get in front of a device and do some trading. So recently, I can't remember if it was, it must have been Thursday night, maybe Thursday night or early Friday morning. I forget which one, probably Thursday. Anyway, I put in an order on one of the exchanges I used to sell some Tezos at $1.78. It was really interesting. I got on the exchange and I thought, and the price was 170. It said 178 on this app that I use. Okay, great. That's beautiful. It's above my target price. Got everything set up, got to the exchange, and I see the price was 176. Okay, so I'm watching it. Goes 176, you know, it's slowly going up, 177, and it gets to about 177.5, and I thought, beautiful, I'll put in 178. That's what I was hoping to get. So I put in an order for 178 and click, you know, that's what I want to buy or sell my coins at. And it gets to 177.9, and then it just, from there it drops. It goes all the way down to 172. And I'm thinking, what the heck? Now I've had this happen so many times on this exchange that I use, well, another exchange also. And the last 2 years, all the trading I've done on this one exchange that I'm talking about, only, I don't know, 4 or 5 times have I went on there, put the price I wanted, and then bam, I was able to get that price right away, no waiting. Every other time I put in a price, it gets close to my price, and then it goes the other way, which is, you know, makes me wonder, how accurate are the numbers on these exchanges? You know, what if there's like a, you know, there's some kind of algorithm, or like, you know, Cliff High, his web bots with spiders. Are there some spiders out there watching, and for each account, when they see what you want to buy or sell at, they make it tough for you. You know, they send numbers the opposite way, making you sell at a lower price or buy at a higher price. Is that happening? I don't know. I suspect it a little bit. It's just, you know, so many times I've seen this happen. So it makes me wonder. Yeah, it just makes me wonder. So I have no idea about it. It could just be that that's my, I don't want to say luck, but you know, I mean, that's just the situation I'm in when I do this. Could be, but it just seems a little, makes me wonder. Anyway, I put in an order for 178, and I woke up the next morning, which I believe, yeah, Saturday morning, I woke up and I noticed, oh, the high went back up to 184, so I'm sure my order was taken care of. Sure enough, I log in, yep, I was able to sell for 178, so that's good. 178 for me is a 69.5% gain on Tezos. So not bad. Now, when I put in 178 and I watched the numbers go back down to 172, I thought to myself, well, should I put like 182? Because I know it was at 184, 185 a few days before that. Maybe I should put, you know, a little higher. And I thought, no, don't be greedy. You wanted 178, just take set 178. Don't worry about catching the ultimate high there, right? So that's what I did. It worked out beautiful. So that was nice. Now, since then, let's see. I did not pull any numbers for Saturday as far as the prices of cryptos goes. And jumping ahead to Sunday, I can see Tezos was down 5.5% in dollar terms. Veritasium was down a little bit, still in the $12 range. Monero had the biggest down on Sunday. Monero was down 4.2%. So nothing really too exciting there. Almost every coin was down. Neo, only Neo was up over the weekend, just slightly up 1%. And then we get to today. What's happening here today with the numbers? Well, Theta looks really good. It's up 13.83%, almost 14%. Theta's at 9.6 cents. 9.6 cents. It's gained a bit of strength against Bitcoin, which is a good thing to see. Let's see Theta. What was Theta's market cap? I'm just going to jump around here. Theta's market cap on the 14th. Interestingly enough, Theta's market cap was down 48% on Sunday. That's interesting. Sorry. No, not the market cap, Theta's percent change in trading volume. So the trading volume between the 13th and the 14th was down 48%. My apologies for misspeaking there. The market cap was only down 1%, but the trading volume, the daily trading volume, was down 48%. So that doesn't seem to correlate to the increase in price, does it? Now the other interesting thing, let's see, on the 14th. So I did do the market cap numbers for every day. Veritasium had a 190% increase in its daily trading volume on Saturday evening. That's what I caught. So that's pretty amazing, huh? And Tezos was also down 50%. Its daily trading volume was down on the 14th. Okay, and then yesterday, well, I won't get into that yet. Sorry, I just wanted to go back and see the numbers because I couldn't remember everything here. Okay, so we're still looking at the prices here. So as you can see, Theta's up 13.8, Tezos up 3.68 at 169. Tezos, what's that going to do? I have a feeling it may go over $2 just a little bit, but if not, I'm okay with that. And I'm happy either way. I'm happy if it keeps going up because it'll hit my third target price. But if it goes down, I'm okay with that too, because I'm looking for it to go down 20% from where at each selling price. If it goes down 20%, oh, what did I figure? I can gain about 70 Tezos if that happens, if I buy it back at 20% lower. And some people are calling for Tezos to go under $1. I mean, if that happened, and if I was able to wait that long, if I had that kind of patience, that would be a pretty nice trade. Okay, so as you can see, Veritasium, yeah, it's down 5.46%. Now it was up higher. It was up almost to $13 on the app I was looking at. Actually, this app that I have, in the past, I sent out a post on Patreon there saying Neo looked like it was taken off. And, was it true? No, it was just that app, something goofy with that app. Now, that same app told me that yesterday Veritasium hit $15.14. I could not find that price on any other app. CoinMarketCap did not have it anywhere near that. And this other app that I use, BitScreener, I think it's called, had nothing near that. So I don't know if that's just a weird glitch in that app, or are they drawing upon different exchanges, giving more weight to certain exchanges than CoinMarketCap does. Now, CoinMarketCap, we did hear some news several weeks ago that possibly the volumes are not accurate. They're not accurate. And from what I can see here in Japan, dealing with this Japanese exchange, there's a lot of manipulation. There's so much manipulation. I remember years ago, this good friend of mine, he's kind of like my mentor. He's in his 70s now. He gave me a lot of good advice when I had my own business here in Japan. And we've been friends for 26 years now. I've known this guy. And he's treated me like a son. I'd have to call him my mentor. There's just no other way to put it. Really great guy. And I remember after I knew him a few years, he asked me to go to the bank with him to get a loan. And I knew this guy was very wealthy. So at the time, I couldn't figure out why would a wealthy guy need a loan. And anyway, I went to the bank with him. He got this loan. And afterwards, I said to him, why would you go to the bank and get a loan? You don't seem like the kind of guy who needs a loan. And he said, well, when you start to make a lot of money, you realize you don't want to use your own money for this kind of stuff. So you get a loan from the bank. You use someone else's money. And if you do it right, the interest payment doesn't matter at all to you. Because you've got other things going to offset the interest. And you're basically playing with someone else's money. So that was an education in itself. But one of the other things he talked about was his dislike for bankers. And I remember, because in Japan here in those days, organized crime, the Japanese mafia, you could see these guys around. If you knew what to look for, you could see these guys around town. And you could notice some of their interactions with different businesses. So it wasn't like America. Maybe in America you'd have to be in New York or Chicago or a bigger city to see some kind of organized crime group plying their trade, so to speak. But in Japan, pretty much wherever you were, you could see, oh, that guy's the local gangster, you know, the local mafia guy. And of course the guys here had tattoos years ago, which would kind of point them out. However, they were pretty good at hiding them. I mean, if it was the summertime and the temperature was 90 degrees and you saw a guy in a long sleeve black shirt, you knew he probably was covering up tattoos, right? So anyway, I remember my friend told me that as far as he was concerned, and I was mentioning something about organized crime, and he said, well, he said, now let me think about this. He said, well, if we looked at the lowest form of job in Japan, you know, real low-life scumbag type people, I'd say insurance people are the lowest, you know. And then he said something like insurance, bankers, and he couldn't figure out if he should put politicians above bankers or below bankers. And then a few steps up was organized crime. So I said to him, so you really think insurance and bankers? I can understand the politicians being lower than organized crime individuals, but you really think insurance and bankers are lower? Oh yeah, trust me. And he said, with organized crime, when you see the guy, you pretty much know what you're in for, right? You know what this guy's into, what he does for a living, so you know what to watch out for. He said to the bankers and insurance people, they look, you know, on the surface, they look good. They smile, they act like your best friend, but behind your back, they're doing things 10 times worse than any organized crime guy would. And one of the reasons it's worse is because you don't know it, right? You don't know it. They don't show it on their face. So that was kind of interesting, and I have never forgotten that. And I hope, you know, none of you listening are bankers or insurance people. Well, if you are, you would not be in the category that my friend was talking about, you know, as in bankers. We're talking about the people who run the banks, right? And people who run the insurance companies. And as far as insurance goes, you know, it's not the individual agents or anything like that. Now, a good example would be here in Japan, the huge typhoon number 19 went through, destroyed a bunch of houses and whatnot. And there were some people's houses, they were on the edge of this cliff. And the cliff, like this, you know, the mountainside had fallen down, and their houses were just precariously still standing. You couldn't live in it. Absolutely not. It'd be too dangerous, because if it fell down this cliff, you'd be done. The insurance companies would not pay any money to those homeowners. Why? The house is still standing. The house is still standing. It doesn't matter the foundation's gone. The house is still standing is what they said, and they wouldn't pay anyone. So that's what I'm talking about when I tell the story about insurance people being kind of low-life scumbags. That sort of thing happens, right? So hopefully I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, but hopefully you know what I'm getting at. So anyway, now with these exchanges, you know, it really makes me wonder, what kind of people are running these exchanges? How are they doing it? Like the one exchange in Japan, I told you, you cannot choose the price you want to buy and sell cryptos at. They give you the price and take it or leave it. Can you imagine that? If you've done anything on any exchanges, you know that you can, you know, put in these like stop limit orders. You decide the price. You know, there are numerous times I've bought cryptos at a better price than was advertised on CoinMarketCap. Why? Because the market was dictating the price. You know, if CoinMarketCap said Tezos was $1.76, and I say, no, I want $1.78, there might be some guy saying, I'll pay $1.78. I put in my order, he puts in his order, and because our orders match, boom, it takes place, right? That would never happen on this Japanese exchange. So, yeah, you got to watch out. We got to watch out with these exchanges, right? I mean, you know, they're like a necessary evil at this point. We need them to trade. And I know some of you don't use exchanges. You know, you might use a wallet, a software wallet like Exodus or Atomic or something. You can trade coins on there, right? That's okay. If you're fine with that, cool. Okay, let me get back to this, to our daily prices here. So not too much going on. You know, Theta's up. Like I said, almost 14%. That's good to see. Nothing else is really happening. You know, some of the coins are up a little bit, some are down a little bit. You know, nothing to write home about, as I've said in the past. All of my buy recommendations are still the same. EOS is a good buy. Cardano. Tezos, that's a sell price for me. That's actually above my second target still, but I've already made my sale, so I'm good with that. OMG, wow, 70 cents, that's awesome. I think I first bought OMG, it was $1.18, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a fantastic price. Digibyte, that's still cheap. It's 0.6 of a cent. My God. Pundi, crazy buy. Neogas, looking good. Veritasium, looking good. Those are both buys. Okay, let's switch over to the market cap. Okay, the market cap, what do we have here? Well, we've got some movement. If we look, let's take a look first at the daily percent change in market cap. Now that's the kind of flesh-colored, peach-colored column there. There's only two coins that have an increase in their market cap. So Theta, let me grab my glasses here, 3.61. So Theta is up 3.61. Tezos is up 1.14%, and everything else is down. Everything else is down. Veritasium is down 6.32%. This is the daily percent change in market cap, right? Everything else is down. Let's see, Digibyte down 4.5. Stellar is down 3.84. And then if we jump over to the daily percent change in trading volume, we can see, yep, Veritasium is down the most, almost 50%, right? It's 49.64% down. What else is down here? Digibyte, of course, is down. That's not a surprise. Stellar is down 30%. Cardano is almost down 30%. Tezos down 23.02%. Let's see. Yeah, Theta, of course, the trading volume has increased 33.79%. That's not a surprise. So let's see. Yeah, nothing so interesting here, really. Nothing so interesting. And then if we go over to the yellow column, the trading volume as a percentage of market cap, we can still see the coins that I've listed as high, having high volume, high liquidity. They're still up there, right? We got Litecoin, we got EOS, NEO, and OMG. Still very high volume coins. That's good. And of course, Veritasium is still under, well, look at that, 0.06%. That is so low, so low. And now Veritasium, right here, it's at, the daily trading volume is $15,554. When I checked just before starting this video, it was half of that. It was like 7,500 and something. So the volume has decreased again. So that has some pretty big swings. Yesterday, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, yesterday on the 14th, wait, today's the 16th, so 2 days ago, sorry. 2 days ago, the trading volume on Veritasium was up 190%. It was at $30,888, the daily trading volume. So, which put it up to 0.11%. Now, so that thing really moves, because on Friday, Veritasium's trading volume was down 64%. It was at $10,637. Well, then, the 14th, it triples, basically, right, to 30,888. And then now today, it's back down. It's half of that. It's 15,554. So that trading volume really swings on that coin. However, the trading volume, as a percentage of market cap is so low. It's very, very low. So just, a few people putting money into that market can really move that trading volume. Okay, guys, that's all I have there. Oh, Yeah, that's all I have there. One thing I want to say is I'm almost done with my newest video for the Crypto Beginner Library. I'm going to call it Big Lair's Exit Plan. That's the working title right now. I don't know if it'll change or not. I'm almost done with it. I would have finished it yesterday. However, when I was making my video, I realized there are a couple things that I should explain in more detail to everyone. So I stopped my video and I'm making a couple more visual aids to add in to the video just so it's clear for everyone. And that's in a way that's fun. I'm glad I made that video. I don't want to call it a dry run because I was hoping that would be the final video, but then I realized, hey, wait a second, maybe people don't realize, or maybe no one would understand, why do the numbers look like this? Okay, I should explain that. And then I got to the end and I thought, well, wait a second, this thing I'm showing isn't necessarily the thing I'm following now. It's something I will follow in the future when prices get to a certain point, but it's not what I'm following now. So I thought, okay, I'd better make a second one. A second one of these spreadsheets to show everyone, I've already showed everyone, but to show again what I'm doing just so that you can compare it. And then I haven't figured out how to get this spreadsheet to everyone. So I'm going to see, when I upload my video, I'll see if I can upload the Excel file. Well, I'm saying Excel file. I don't actually have Microsoft Office. I use this software called WPS Office. It's like a free version of Microsoft Office. It's compatible for all kinds of systems. And I started using it when I was in America last year, exactly a year ago. Yeah, I had a problem with my computer and it kind of crashed. And I had to reboot it from everything I was working on. I was just finishing up my MBA and I had this huge paper that I had to submit. I had like 4 days left to submit and this happened to me with my computer. So I really had to scramble. I had to reboot my whole system back to its original factory settings. I lost all my Microsoft software because I didn't have my installation disks, and I was, in America for Christmas and, thought for some crazy reason I could finish my MBA. My last class of my MBA degree in America at that time, at such a busy time. So anyway, I found this software, WPS Office. It's free, and I love it even more than Microsoft Office. It has more features on Microsoft Word and Excel. So far, the Excel has not disappointed me, although recently I'm trying to figure out how to do this daily trading volume to make a live Excel spreadsheet to put information in. Done a little research, and there are a couple buttons I don't have that it seems like Excel does have, the real Excel. So anyway, so I don't have Excel. I have this free version of Excel, which I really like. I think it's a little more user-friendly and it's compatible. Whenever I send people files for like work and stuff like that, the consulting work I do, no one's ever said, hey, we couldn't read your file. So what I'll do is I'll try to upload that, and if that doesn't work, then I'll just send all of you, just individually through your email. I'll just send the file to you, and then I'm sure you'll have a bunch of questions about it, and then we can just deal with it one-on-one with the questions. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know I have not forgotten about it. I'm working on it. But as I made the video, I realized, I should explain a few more things to be more clear on everything. Okay, you guys, I hope you have a great day. It's Monday, December 16th here. I'm going to see a good friend of mine in a few hours, which will be nice. We haven't talked in about a month, so I'm looking forward to that. We're going to have some coffee and talk. You guys take care, and I will see you tomorrow.